Okay, so just as a quick little video that I'm going to go ahead and film just because I'm doing it is a little bit of razor prep. Not even really prep, just maintenance. Already threw in new brakes. Just did that because that's what I thought I was going to be doing, but I'm going to go ahead and rebuild the whole front differential. And on the last ride, this tree jumped out in front of me and hit me there, and so the whole bumper is kind of jacked up a little bit. I got a new one on Black Friday. So the bumper, brakes, and front differential rebuild, that's what we're gonna go ahead and get done. I know it's really dark and I can't believe I haven't noticed this yet, but you see how my winch line is running down and then out? I've got to fix that to make it where it's going over the top of the spool and then down. I need to make it go on the bottom of the spool, so it's just a straight shot. But that is one thing that I am gonna correct. I'm gonna take the whole thing out, clean the line, put it back together, but I'm gonna make it go down. And I guess that side thing I should note is I really don't know where this bumper has bent. I kind of think that it's just due to this underside. I think the underside, if you look at it, is bowed up like this. Anyways, I love this bumper. For the price, it's a great alternative, and it protected the front perfectly. Didn't cause any damage to the frame or anything else, so that is what I'm gonna be putting right back on it. So I had a little issue with the all balls U-joints that they sent. This is the style that's got the C-clip on the top. Anyway, so you go to their website and it says to get this kind for mine, so that's what I did. But it is the style with the C-clips and the caps. These caps way too big. So I called them up. They warranted it, no problem. They sent me some within 2 days. I had the right set here. No questions asked. I mean, their customer service was great. So now we can finally install the correct ones and get these in. Here we go, got all the new ones pressed in, all the grease certs. Everything went in fine, everything rotates real nice and tight now. And of course I won't be using the roll pins. We're gonna put in a grade 8, 3/8 bolt in there, be done. So that goes in the trash along with all this stuff. Got the rear springs off, and all I did with that was I took the Razor 570 helper springs on this and just added it to it. That way when it does compress, it'll give me my my spacer. And now that I have a little bit more threads now to be able to compress this. So of course I'm about ready to put the axles and everything in, and my bearings are shot. These bearings aren't even that old, but I do have one of the older style and then the newer style bearing. I'm going to check my inventory tomorrow, see what I have. If I have them, I might swap them out, or I'm going to just put these in the ultrasonic cleaner, clean them up, grease them up, and they'll be good for another ride. Because what I plan on doing is I do have a mud rat rotor on this side and not. By the way, I haven't noticed any difference between the mud rat solid rotor and the one with the holes in it, so take your pick on that. I mean, the concept is there, it should work, but my brake pads were gone the same amount. So when I do, I'm going to upgrade that hub again and grease them up. I'm by one of those wheel bearing greasers, so it should work out pretty good. Also got the new bumper just kind of installed, put back on there. Just got to mount the light bar and finish this up. So I finally got the part that I've been waiting on. I've been kind of holding off on getting one, but I ended up getting some of those wheel bearing greasers. I mean, the concept is great, because that is the main thing, is that the grease just wears out on these things and they do not hold up. From kind of what I've seen, I mean, any kind of wheel bearing, just as long as you get them greased, that's what's going to give you your longevity on them. So even though they are sealed, the seal just does not hold up. So I went and got a 44mm and a 40mm one. The 44mm one is for the newer style hubs on the Razor, and I'm sure it fits all the other ones. I didn't really care to get into that right now, but the 40 will do the older style 800 front hubs and the rears. So I'm going to grease this up real quick. Just grease up the O-rings, and then that's just going to slip into there. And then you can see that it seals it off, and then it's going to just pump in grease between this gap. Let's see if you can see that. Yeah, between that gap right there. And you want to make sure that it doesn't push your races out, so you don't want to go over much. With this style here, you don't need to take the axle out. The axle, you just take your rotor off and you slide this into the hub over the axle. The axle splines will come through here. You can start greasing up that way. I was going to get the ones where you had to take it out because I like to see the back side of this, and with the axle in there, it's kind of hard to to see. So just gonna go ahead and start greasing up the insides now. All you do is you take it, kind of lift up your axle, help it out a little bit, slide it in. And start pumping away. See already, I don't know if you can hear that, but let me see if I can turn it towards you a little bit there. See already some of that old grease coming out right here. So I'm gonna say that's full. Just like that, then you pop it out and clean it up. I posted a picture of this on my Facebook page, but I needed to clean up the wiring some on the battery. I got new Shuriken BT20s. They lasted me for, what, 4 years now, and they just started to balloon out there. So got 2 new ones. Went and got this dual bus bar from Blue Seas, and went and got all new cables. So that's why I didn't film it, just because it was just tedious and just time consuming. But all the wires are routed nicely out and around. All the positives are on the back side, all the negatives are there, and all my accessory wires can tie into the Phillips head terminals there. This wire goes to all my accessories in the front, which are all fused, and that way I got my winch through here now. I've got the accessories, the system with the amp and everything up top. So all my added stuff will get here. So now my battery terminals are just batteries. Not too worried about corrosion right there. I mean, it's just part of the game. It's going to happen. I might spray it with some, there's a coating that you can throw over that. Might do that, but just pop that off. And there you go. Sits flush with the seat, no interference with it. I just took a piece of angle iron, went from the battery tray here up, and then mounted that to there, so that's sturdy. But yeah, cleaned it up a lot. Still want to do something with this back here, but yeah, I'm super happy with it. And to finish up the Razor, I did go and I swapped my 31s on 112s for these 30-inch Monster Mayhems on Vice M26 beadlocks. I've really been wanting a set of beadlocks for a while, and I kind of wanted to downgrade some. I was just not a fan of the 31s, really. I mean, the clearance was nice, the look was nice, but overall I was just kind of ready to get it to a smaller tire. They're still dirty. I mean, just traded not too long ago. The fitment looks good. I'm happy with them. I wanted a little bit wider tire also. They're all the same all the way around. I still got to do something with the shocks, so I need to bring them out to get them more straight up and down. But yeah, overall I'm really happy with it. The whole front end is completely rebuilt, new ball joints, new wheel bearings, greased wheel bearings, new U-joints and drive shaft, completely rebuilt front diff. All the electrical has been kind of updated, so this thing's ready to ride. Which I'm going out to, I believe, Gator Run for New Year's. And maybe when I post this video up, it's probably after New Year's. Not sure yet. I still got a few more lined up, so just, it is what it is. But I appreciate you guys for watching. A lot done on this thing. It's ready to go. I love this thing. It's got 500 hours on it. I didn't even realize that, but you know, it's done great. I've had no major failures. Now that I say that, probably will. So whatever. But it's done very good. But still my 09 Razor 800. Thank y'all.